Right, I have just come back from a lovely week up in the Lake District. Um, we visited all sorts of places. One of the places we did visit was Keswick, which is a really nice little town. There's lots to do there, lots of nice restaurants, coffee bars, pubs. I do enjoy it. Another um, thing that Keswick, for me, has got going for it is a shop called Lakeland Toys and Hobbies. You might remember, and again you might not, but we visited the Lake District last year, and Lakeland Toys and Hobbies got quite a nice selection of Tamiya kits, Revel, Italera, not a single Airfix kit though. Don't know why that is. Possibly just don't deal with Airfix, but I have no idea why that should be, and didn't ask anyone, if I'm honest, either. So last year I picked up the Tamiya Chieftain Mark IV. It's the one with the French civilian and his little cart of the milk churns and wine bottles. Of course, it's unmade, but Churchill's a little favourite of mine. And this year, when I went in, this just caught my eye. And it's a bit of a departure from my usual kits. That's just, there you go. Yeah, the Stegosaurus. Because I was one of those kids that was just mad about dinosaurs. Kind of followed me a little bit to me adult life. I still use the phrase a little plastic dinosaur at your cornflakes, because you used to get all sorts of little gifts like that in breakfast cereals once upon a time. So this kit is the old Stegosaurus. That's your colour guide, pretty much. So he's down there. I don't know if you can quite see that, but the kit and its materials were originally made and sold in 1981. So it's quite an old kit, actually. It's verging on its way to becoming if it was Airfix, it would be a vintage classic, I think. On the ends of sides of the box, you have that is one of the Stegosaurus's what do you call it? Forefathers. It's the animal that the Stegosaurus developed from. This is another type of Stegosaurus. It's called a Kentrosaurus. I'm not an archaeologist or an expert on dinosaurs in any way, shape or form. You can probably tell that. It would probably be a little bit helpful if that wasn't in Japanese. I'm assuming that tells you all about these animals. The end of the box, it has the 1/35 scale item 60202 star 800. Don't know what that means. And on this side, I think these are the rest of the dinosaurs in the series. I did see a Triceratops, and I'll be honest with you, I was torn between the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops. I think there was a T-Rex there, which is, kind of everyone's favourite. The other end of the box is a repeat of the other end. And so this kit is based on thorough research in 1981. Lifelike skin appearance, realistic in scale and pose. One thing I did notice is that you got these sets of plants, which I assume might have been in the box, but they're not. That possibly says in Japanese that, but you can buy these separately to make sort of a diorama, because I've seen, let's pop the box open. And here we have, yeah, that's where I've seen it. A lot of information on the dinosaur. And I'm assuming that you could build a sort of diorama as long as you get the period right, because let's see, one thing I do know about dinosaurs is that looking at this, I'm going to guess that you've got your Jurassic was the first era of the dinosaurs, the Triassic, the kind of middle area of the dinosaurs, and the Cretaceous. And I know that T-Rex, probably Triceratops, was a Cretaceous era dinosaur. And actually, I've just realised that down at the bottom they're divided into 3 sections. So I'm going to say that will be Triassic, that will be Jurassic, and that will be Cretaceous. I'm going to just show you the model now, because I think I'm right at the limit of my dinosaur knowledge. I am, as I say, I am no paleontologist. So, the assembler, and this is it, 1 page. You put the legs together, you put the body together, you pop the bony plates on, and the spikes at the back. It gives you a very detailed view of what goes where. And painting. So the first thing it says, the true coloration of dinosaurs is of course unknown. However, living reptiles of this day and age are a good example of what colour the Jurassic age reptiles were. Use a box top, which I've already mentioned, and other colour references. But then it actually gives you a list of Tamiya colours. Head, body and legs, flat green, Japanese navy green, dark greens. It's basically going to be a lot of dark greens, bit of olive drab, and the bony plates are khaki, and the spikes are flat white. And as you see, if you wanted to, you could make up a diorama of the Jurassic era's busiest little forest clearing, which is absolutely rammed with dinosaurs. So let's have a look at the kit itself. So it is bagged up, and underneath I believe that's the same instructions as what I've just shown you, but in Japanese. A piece of paper with like tips, cutting off parts, painting, what you might need, all Tamiya stuff, of course. It's a handy little guide if you've never built a model before. But we don't need that, do we? No. So let's have a look at the plastic. I'm not going to try and rip this because I don't want it stapled. Let's just cut through that. Oh, making a right dog's breakfast to this. Ouch, stab myself with the scissors. Fun times. And at you comes Stegosaurus. So I was almost about to say we've got 2 sprues the same, but we don't. So sprue A is 1/2 of the beastie. Legs, bony plates. And that's about it. Because it's quite, to be fair, it's a simple it will be a simple model to build. I might just crack on and build this just for the fun of it, because this wouldn't take long after I've made this video. And then of course the real, this is sprue B. The real fun will of course be the paint job, because I've never painted a dinosaur. I'm not really one, but as you probably notice, I don't really do a lot of figures or anything like that. So this, I don't know, wondering about some sort of wash to highlight details, and because the details on this skin are quite deep. I'll have to have a think about that. And sprue C, which is over half of the body, more bony plates, the spikes of its tail, and parts of its legs. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Fairly simple kit. And to be honest, I can see myself picking up the Triceratops kit if I see one about, because when I was in the shop, the Triceratops kit was on the shelf as well, and I didn't want to buy two. It just seemed a bit, kind of wish I had now, to be honest, but I haven't. But the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops were both fighting for my attention, and the Stegosaurus just edged it. So there we go. That's the Tamiya Stegosaurus Stenops. I did forget to mention it is actually 1/35 scale, so it can sit right next to any other Tamiya 1/35 scale kits. But I'm not going to make a sort of Jurassic Park diorama. I'm not going to have like a tank chasing a dinosaur. That would be silly. So there you have it. 1981 kit, which fair play to Tamiya. They clearly have that on the front of the box. So I shall maybe think about just cracking on and building this. On that note, I shall see you in the next video. Don't know what that's going to be at the minute. I'm a bit still a bit time poor. As I say, I've just come back from holiday. I've got a lot of stuff to sort out for work. I'm over the end of the tax year and all that business. My hall and stairs is nearly painted, so a bit more time for the hobbies. Right, I shall see you in the next one.